Hansen's gender, or in some highly sophisticated theoretical sense, as a deconstruction of the very nature of gender itself. Somehow I think the second pronunciation option is the more likely. Karen is a artist, much concerned with the essence and the power of love. A mother, podcaster, blogger, and event producer, she's all to bring back lightness, kindness, and basic humanity into the world. Self-love is her mantra. I don't think she means this just in the physical sense. Please give it up for Karen Hansen.
Kia ora koutou, called Karen Hansen aho. I like to call myself a artist because I'm passionately creative, a chronic heart sharer and conqueror of many dark places in my life. This story is a love letter to you, expressed through my direct experience. I am many things. I am the body that I was born into. I am my mind. I'm what I choose to make of and with them. I'm a culmination of my thoughts, choices and reactions I have to my experiences. In essence, I am and you are constant change. It's taken me a long time to learn personal responsibility for my identity. There was a time when I hated myself so much that I cried nearly every day to be somebody else, never realising that I was already whole, always becoming, because I was ignorant of this, I was creating my own suffering. In the same way, I was craving for love. I'd been through a succession of partners and abusive relationships. One night I was at breaking point. I realised I was in an ugly, repeating cycle. I cried out for the universe to show me what I needed to learn to move on. About midnight, still crying, I went into the bathroom. I looked myself in the eyes. I'd been reading self-help material on the internet, and staring in that mirror, I knew I had to try something radically different. I took my brightest red lipstick, Marilyn Monroe colour, and wrote across my reflection, "You are loved. Yeah, baby, you're so loved." The bathroom mirror was now an affirmation of acceptance that I could read every time I looked in it. Eventually, after a broken night's sleep, I woke super early before the children. It wasn't even dawn, and I went into the bathroom. I looked in that mirror, and something miraculous had happened. The universe had spoken. The bright red D had disappeared from the end of the affirmation, like it had never even existed. No smearing, remember it's Marilyn Monroe colour, and no trace. And the absence of that one little letter changed everything. Now, when I looked at my face in the mirror, it told me, "You are love." This was one of the defining moments of my life. Those 3 words have so many layers of understanding. For the following years, I've been slowly, messily, lovingly integrating the universe's lesson of mistake after glorious mistake and insight after insight, and these have been my teachers. But the truth is that I was going for all the wrong men because they had things within me that I needed to experience and grow from. Gifts of darkness, of the right insight and compassionate light, cracked me open, and I began to see deeper heart truth reflected in the world around me. You see, love is not the highest vibration in the universe. That would be compassion, loving kindness. It is from where we all come from and to where we will return. This messy, wild, vulnerable, crazy, beautiful human experience that just covers it up with so many layers that we end up thinking we are. The love I was seeking was my own. The validation I was seeking was my own. The teamwork, care, cheerleading, compassion, all the qualities I've been longing for in a partnership was always about my relationship with myself. One of the greatest love poets of all time, Jalal al-Din, was actually a 12th century Sufi mystic. What people don't understand is that Rumi's poetry, soul touching, used in wedding vows all over the world, was never about another person. The Sufis were calling with longing through their words to be united with their higher selves. Listen with new ears. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're inside each other all along. This deep-rooted subconscious longing and disconnection from our own core of loving kindness is so misunderstood, creates so much sadness in our lives. Thich Nhat Hanh says it well. He says, when another person makes you suffer, it's because he suffers deeply within himself and that suffering is spilling over. How different a world would it be if we all filled ourselves up with deep self-love, support, held space for ourselves and unlocked a wellspring within. Soon a flood of compassion will saturate the lives of all those we touch. But a caution, if you feed others from your cup, then it will slowly deplete. So soon it will become half or even completely empty. So the key is, always fill your own cup first. Let it overflow and then feed others from your saucer. Try not to plant negativities. Your life is rich, fertile soil that will return many times what you sow. Plant and grow a great and beautiful love tree that you can climb in, swing in, take shelter under. Best of all, it will produce luscious fruits, each containing the seeds of 10 more trees. It's been a long journey for me, for you, and one which will continue to delve deeper. It's the nature of such work. But from the girl who cried daily to be somebody else, her self-loathing spilling like toxic waste, I can joyfully say today, my self-love regularly sits at least an 8 out of 10 after overflow. I want everyone to remember this. Ko o ne te aloha. I am love. Ko o ko o. I am you, and you are me. There is no separation, only unity. For those of you interested in self-love and authenticity practice, I've made a few wallet cards that you can take home and keep, and I've left them just